Afternoon, everybody. Today we're going to conclude the Neil Young and Crazy Horse Rag of Glory review series with our look at the album Rag of Glory, which was released in 1990. Before we get started, I wanted to tell you that I'm going to experiment with putting cards up in the right hand corner of the video so you can access the Ragged Glory Review Series playlist if you want to check it out. And also, it will be at the end of the video in the end cards or in the end screens as well. So you can have two ways of accessing the playlist if you want to check out all the reviews. As I said, Ragged Glory was released in 1990, and it was somewhat of a comeback record for Neil and Crazy Horse. Neil had been off on his own for a couple of years with Poncho in various bands. They had recorded and released Freedom together, and they had played in The Lost Dogs and The Restless, they had worked with Chad Cromwell and Rick Rosis and the Blue Notes. So Poncho and Neil had been kind of working together for years, and Billy and Ralph have continued as Crazy Horse with varying degrees of success. And plus, they hadn't been getting along with Neil and Poncho for quite some time. So, needless to say, by 1990, Crazy Horse was kind of in two different camps, and they were all kind of apprehensive about working together again. And so, like I said, this Ragged Glory is somewhat of a comeback record for Crazy Horse. They actually recorded in Neil's equipment barn on Broken Arrow, as he did with Harvest back in '71, and I love this record. As I said in the reviews for Weld, Arc, and the Ragged Glory video EP. This record is so strong, and it is full of good stuff. It opens with probably one of my all-time favorite Crazy Horse numbers, a song that Neil wrote back in, I think, around 1975. A song that they had played. They played on tour in 1975 and '6 when they went out in support of Zuma. A song called "Country Home." I love singing this song, and when and actually a quick story. Um, when I saw Neil and Crazy Horse in '03 on the Greendale tour, this was one of the songs that I requested and that he played for me. This was when I met them all back in '03. And so this has always been one of my favorites, one of my favorite songs for years. And then another favorite of mine is up next, White Line, which is another years old song that I believe he wrote back in 1970, back around 1974. It's kind of now it was released on Homegrown in kind of a country acoustic version with Robbie Robinson supporting him on or playing on it as well of the band, but the Horse version is balls out or balls out rock and roll, and I love it. And actually, that and Days That Used to Be are the only two kind of short numbers on the record. The rest of them are fairly lengthy, and but I love White Line, and I love singing it. And as far as the jams go, a couple of my favorite jams on the record include, of course, Love to Burn and Love and Only Love. But one of my other absolute favorites is a song that the original working title of the song was Letter to Bob. He was referring to Bob Dylan. This is a song that shares the melody of Dylan's My Back Pages, a song called Days That Used to Be, which I believe Neil wrote back in '89 or around '88 or '89, and he used to do it live in acoustic versions during the '88 and '89 tours quite often. And there are the only songs that are old on the record are White Line, which as I said came from like '74, Country Home, White Line, Country Home, Days That Used to Be, and Effin' Up, which I believe Neil wrote back in '89, and actually Neil tried to record it with the band that he played with on Saturday Night Live in 1989, which consisted of Pancho, Steve Jordan on drums, and Charlie Drayton on bass. But that recording came to nothing, or didn't see the light of day, so he recorded it again with the Horse. But another funny story is that when I used to jam to it, uh, I I was I was not I was not allowed to sing the original lyrics when my sister was little because for obvious reasons, you know, they didn't want me teaching a bad language. So I used to have to replace the lyrics to effing up. So I used to sing messing up, and that seemed to work. Um, but now that she's older and stuff, I reverted to singing the original lyric. And so, and then the song closes, or the record closes with a song called Mother Earth, which was recorded at Farm Aid, I believe. I think, I want to say 1990. I'll have to check on that. But it's a song that Neil has done in numerous versions, most notably on pipe organ and harmonica. But it's not unlike the version of Blowing in the Wind that's on Weld, which is just solo with Neil and the horse, which is just Neil playing electric guitar and the horse singing along. No drums or bass, I don't think. But actually, Neil's mother, Rassie, who had passed away in the midst of the recording of Ragged Glory, said that she didn't care for Mother Earth because she thought it was way too loud and garbled. But anyway, and upon the release of Ragged Glory, it was kind of, like I said, it was kind of seen as a comeback record. It was a triumph for Neil. And the resulting tour, which I think I touched on the review for Weld, kind of destroyed Neil's hearing to the point of he basically has very sensitive hearing to the point of he has very sensitive hearing, and so and one other thing that I'd like to touch on is the fact that when when Way Down in the Rust Bucket came out, which we will be reviewing here in a couple weeks or at some point, I was super excited because it had a lot of songs from Ragged Glory that I had never seen or hear him do live, with the exception of Country Home. And but like I said before, Country Home has always held ever since '03 has always held a special place in my heart. And I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Neil Horse, once again for playing it for me. You made a dream come true for me, and I will be forever grateful. Um, but, so overall, I give this record about 1,000 stars, and I hope you enjoy it.